Silence. Strength in stormy seasons. Silence is wisdom. Beloved, today, we uncover one of the most misunderstood virtues, silence. Not as avoidance, but as strength, wisdom, and divine timing in the storms of life. Whether facing slander, betrayal, harsh criticism, or grief, knowing when to be silent is as important as knowing when to speak. Storms come in many forms: false accusations, broken trust, judgmental words that strike deep. When these moments arrive, it's tempting to fight with words, defend loudly, and prove ourselves. But what if wisdom calls for silence? Yes, what if wisdom calls for silence? Look around, and you'll see those known for their large mouths, boasting endlessly, believing their loud speech makes them strong. But the Bible teaches us differently. Strength lies in knowing when to speak and when to remain silent. A loud voice does not equal authority, and a boastful tongue leads to ruin. A boastful tongue is not wisdom, it is recklessness. Many believe speaking loudly makes them powerful, but in reality, it exposes foolishness, not strength. A Christian should know their seasons, and when silence is required, resisting that silence is not courage, it is spiritual immaturity. There is a time for everything, as Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 1 tells us. And there is a time when no words will change a situation. When someone is spiritually labeled, ununderstood, people's hearts are closed to your words. Their minds are already set in the spirit realm. No matter how much you explain, your words will not reach them, because their hearts is away from you. In these moments, silence is not weakness. It is wisdom. If you cannot keep quiet when the moment calls for stillness, then foolishness has already taken control of your life. A spiritually mature person knows when to hold back. Even Jesus, when accused falsely, chose silence over empty defense. He understood the season. Instead of reacting out of panic, instead of venting words without purpose, let your silence be your testimony. Be still, trust in God's timing, and let your character, not your volume, speak for itself. There are those who say, "No, I need to speak. I am right, they don't know me. I will never accept being wrong." This attitude is not Christian. It is pride disguised as strength. The Bible warns us that a person who cannot endure even a little injustice is controlled by their ego, not by wisdom. 1 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 7 says, "Actually, then, it is already a defeat for you, that you have lawsuits with one another. Why not rather be wronged? Why not rather be defrauded?" This verse challenges us. Why do we fight so hard to prove we are right? Why do we refuse to accept even the smallest injustice? The truth is, not every battle is worth fighting. Even Jesus himself endured injustice. He was falsely accused, mocked, and crucified, yet he did not fight back with words. He understood that some battles are won through silence, patience, and trust in God's justice. Isaiah chapter 53 verse 7 says, "He was oppressed and afflicted, yet he did not open his mouth. He was led like a lamb to the slaughter, and as a sheep before its shearers is silent, so he did not open his mouth." Let's let Ava entertain us on how she made use of silence in a most difficult moment of her life. Hello, I'm Ava, the girl who was betrayed, violated, cast away, and also raised to glory. How did silence help me achieve this? I faced storms of slander and betrayal that could have broken me. I wanted to fight back. I wanted my voice to be heard. But I learned something life-changing. Silence is not surrender. It is strength. And it was written that, "There is a time for everything," as Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 1 tells us. When the time comes to speak, look at how my words, mixed with tranquility and firmness, completely crushed the one who was more powerful and stronger than me. And do you know what? It happened in public. That is God's justice. Daniel ruined me in secret, but I was given the opportunity to overcome him publicly. And in front of him, glory, wealth, and power were bestowed upon me. So, beloved, if you want God to speak for you, you must learn how to keep quiet. If you are always trying to defend yourself, if nobody seeks you and fails to find you, if you are always ready for battle, turning every place into a boxing ring, do not think God will have anything to do with you. My dear, Ava's journey, the scriptures, and spiritual wisdom teach us that silence is not empty, it is powerful. Today, I want to challenge you. Reject the mindset that says loudness equals strength. Recognize when silence is required for wisdom, instead of reacting impulsively. Learn the seasons of speech and silence, and walk in spiritual maturity. And if this lesson speaks to you, share your reflections, pass it on, and let others learn the power of quiet strength in faith. Interested in Ava's story? Click on the link at the end of this video. Stay blessed.